Hello and welcome back to the MGS COVIDCast. We're your hosts, Evan.
And also Freddie, for those who don't know. And today, unfortunately, the 39 Steps was cancelled, but we're going to have our own little mini cast reunion with exactly two of the cast.
Yeah.
We have actor, Bromby House co-tutor group captain, Sam Negri, and
Hello.
we have also actor and Wadhurst drama captain, Xander Cuming. How are you guys going today?
Yeah, doing pretty good. Pretty cut about the 39 Steps being cancelled, but
Yeah.
It is what it is, and you just got to continue on.
I was so excited for it. I'm so sorry it got cancelled. I was so excited. But I know I talked to Negri a bit about it like 3 days before it got cancelled. But
No, Mr. Brady was trying so hard to keep it going. Like he was like fighting the board tooth and nail to like try and get it done, but
Good on him.
they kicked them down, and you know it just wasn't meant to be.
You couldn't have even done.
It was looking good as well, from what I saw. It was a
you
fire
were
production.
there, Evan. You were
there.
backstage. Yeah, I remember seeing you. They were the good days.
Co-stage
huh?
manager, actually. Thank you. Oh,
Co-stage
there you
manager, big position.
massive position.
It sucks that we just got into the best part of it. We just got into, like the ending where you're just preparing, your lines.
Yeah. We were like right on the eve
trying
of dress
outfits.
rehearsals, weren't we?
No, it was
Yeah.
it was just about to become a good play, but then
Yeah,
no, it was going well, and it was just a lot of fun to just be amongst it, and a lot of people were putting effort into everything, and you had everyone's accents were amazing. It just made me feel like.
Oh yeah, your Scottish accent's like perfect.
Can you give us a rendition of your Scottish accent?
I'm a bit out of sorts because I haven't practiced in a while, so it's not as great.
Just give us like a sentence,
a little preview, a little snippet.
Bruised, crank in the car, and then that's it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything more.
I'd say that's pretty accurate.
No, that was good.
That was fantastic.
That's pretty accurate too. How you do a Scottish accent. So. What about your British accent, Xander? That you had the easiest and the hardest role at the same time.
Yeah, no, the British accent stays. It's pretty easy. The accent was so easy to do, but the lines were hard to learn. There were some long ones. That monologue, I'm never going to be able to say it to anyone, which is sad.
Which one? You had like 100.
It was I had that 3-page.
The opening one, or no?
No, it was like scene.
The speech. Was it the speech one?
The speech. You're in that. You're in the old guy.
I'm one of the old people.
Yeah. So basically, Richard Hannay got captured, and then he does this political speech, and it goes on for ages. It's about nothing, but yeah, I had to learn like 3 pages worth of dialogue, and I was so happy to have learned it, and so excited to perform it, and then.
But look what happened.
And then COVID hit again.
I mean, if you're talking about the plot, then we can't have the show, but for anyone listening, why don't you give them a plot summary of what they would have seen had they actually been able to come see it?
What is the 39 Steps? Because I genuinely have no clue what it's about.
You got to ask Mr. Memory
that's
about
that's
that,
a secret. Yeah, that's a secret. Well, the 39 Steps. It's about a man named Richard Hannay. He's a British male. He's from Canada, but he was born in Britain, in London, which is his hometown, and he gets caught up in some spy business with this beautiful German girl who's also a spy, and she tells him about the 39 Steps, and then she gets killed. Richard Hannay has to slide under her. It's a funny scene, hilarious. I would explain it to you, but
a lot of the lols.
Freddie, you had to be there to see it.
Yeah, that was
I feel like I think I should just give it to you guys. I'll see you later. You guys can have your little plot. Yeah, I'm done.
That was a funny moment. And then after that, Richard Hannay has to go, so he talks to Milkman, and then after that, he gets on a train. He's getting chased by agents at this point, and then he finds out the police are after him for murder for killing that German girl. So basically, everyone is after him. Then Sam comes in as a policeman. Sam, do you want to explain the train scene?
Oh, the train scene. Oh, it's a very dynamic and advanced scene. A lot of acting, so you have to act while moving, which is an advanced acting technique that only Drama 3-4 kids would understand. But what you do is that you it was not Xander. Hannah is on the run, okay, from this police, and we're a bunch of Scottish police, and he runs into the main female lead. I've already forgotten her name. Pamela. There we go. Pamela, and he pretends to be a couple with Pamela, but then Pamela rats him out because Pamela's like a narc or something, and So a big chase scene happens. We get on the top of the train, and Hannah gets away, and he manages to make his way to the crofter scene. Yeah, the bridge. Yeah,
and you were a crofter, so you can also explain this one.
Oh, this is a sad story. The crofter.
Oh, I've heard this one.
This one. It hurt.
My grievances with the school marking system. It was probably a saving grace because my accents are so abhorrent.
Yeah, we had to take one rehearsal off because Sam couldn't do a Scottish accent.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I still can't. But it was
one week before was fine. It was
it was okay. Well, yeah, that was after like
he worked on it. Yeah, he worked on it. It's good now.
No, but the kid who replaced me, Leo, he did a brilliant job. All the year 11s in our play.
He was going all
brilliant.
like hiss.
I know. He was amazing. And a lot of the girls, Fleur in that scene's also great. Fleur and Xander feel each other up, but that was a be there moment. It just sounds a bit weird.
Freddie, you had to be there to see it.
Yeah, I had to be there to see it.
You guys can have your club. I'm done. It's now Evan's COVIDCast.
Can we cut that part, guys? Cut that part.
We're cutting that part.
No, I'm joking. What happened after that? The crofter scene. Then the cops come again.
I don't know, Xander.
The
cops come, and then the cops, the plane, and then there's a bunch of jokes about Alfred Hitchcock's movies, like North by Northwest and The Rear Window. They make gags on that. Did you guys pick that up when you watched it, Evan and Sam?
Yeah, I was just that intellectual, very funny.
Oh yeah. Freddie, you would have picked it up for sure. I know you.
Oh,
you had to be there. You had to be there to see it.
Shut the fuck
up. This is so rude. I feel targeted.
Anyway, then we got to Altinus Shalak, which was actually a really big moment in the start of the play, which I forgot to mention. It's this place Richard Hannay was told to go to, and in there he meets this British guy who seems pretty normal. His name is Dr. Jordan, or it's Mr. Jordan. Mr. Jordan, yeah. Played by Angus Bilson. Amazing. He killed that role. By the end of it, he was really, really into it. It was great. And he ends up being a spy and shoots me in the chest. But
he's also a Nazi as well.
Yeah,
it's all a big scam.
He was a Nazi, which, when you look at it, it's probably not good.
No. Well, he is the villain, so Alfred Hitchcock is
the bad guy.
So, in the grand scheme of things, it does stand the test of time. It was set just before World War II, the movie. I'm pretty sure
it was. Yeah, it's a good movie. Everyone should watch the movie at least. I think if
not as good as the play would have been, though. Of course.
No.
Nothing would have been better. I mean, there probably would have been a lot of things better, but no, everyone wanted to see Sam. I feel. Freddie and Evan, even me, I wanted to see Sam up there.
I mean, we did get to see a little bit of Sam, but Freddie, I guess you had to be there to see it.
Yeah, unlucky Freddie. We'll give Freddie a
you know what? Changing the subject with Sam Negri, let's talk about Tutor Group real quick. You guys had to be there to understand it. You guys had to be there.
Sam Han, am I right? Am I Sam?
Sam Han, the dedication from him. Oh my god. No.
Continuing with the plot.
Okay, yeah. So Richard Hannay gets shot. Then he survives it because he had a hymn book in his jacket. That was
as you
Crofters. Do. Yeah, well, I know it's a bit
what's
of
her name? Yeah, Fleur give that to you or something.
Yeah, no, it was Sam's jacket that had the hymn book in it. Some funny jokes about the hymn book. Be terribly hard to get through all those hymns. Like with the bullet.
Archie plays the
bullet. You get it now.
Was it Archie does quite a good job in that role as the constable, as the gullible constable.
Sheriff.
Oh, he's good. The sheriff, not constable. Yeah.
And then I escape. Then I go to the sheriff to tell him that Mr. Jordan's evil. He's best friends with the sheriff. The sheriff, he tricks me, and then I run away from him, and then I run again. Like I keep running And then that's when I get to the political meeting where I do my massive spiel and just life in general, just getting away from
It's
running.
a provocative scene, really. It comments a lot on our just society in a moment, and it's just a moment in the audience goes like, damn, it's just a really powerful moment. Mr. Brady, I remember, teared up when Xander delivered his grand speech. It was quite it was a be there moment, honestly. It was amazing.
Yeah, no.
Don't worry, Freddie. I wasn't there to see it either.
It was funny when Alexandra got kicked off the chair as the old girl as well. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, Jude and
everyone played
Jake
old girl.
Straker. They do a great job.
They were hilarious. Every role they played. They were also cows in another scene, just crossing the road. You had to be there to see it.
You had to be there to see it.
You had to be there to see it. It's a sad fact that no one will ever be there to see it.
Yeah, see you, Freddie. Thank God that guy's gone.
The third time. All right, we gotta stop.
Yeah, we'll put an end to this. Okay, basically, summing up the story, it's boring from here on out anyway. So then,
lots of confidence.
Richard and Pamela then get taken to. They are getting taken to the boss, to Mr. Jordan.
Oh, we forgot to mention when Hannah is doing the speech, she meets Pamela again, the woman who ratted him out on the train, and then when she calls the police, that's how he gets arrested again. But they're not actually police; they're also people working for the spy, for the Nazi dude. Yeah. So that's
wow,
complicated plot.
Jeez, what a plot!
So then Pamela and Richard get taken by the two heavies. They were called. They're basically henchmen for Mr. Jordan, and they get stopped by a flock of sheep. And then we escape. We're handcuffed together, me and Pamela, Richard and Pamela, and we have to escape. We do a funny scene over a stile where we're handcuffed and we're just going over a fence. A bunch of funny positions that we go into, which was one of my favorite scenes to do, because we worked really hard on it. After that scene,
who plays Pamela again, Xander?
We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, no. Anyway, after that scene, then Pamela and Richard go to a hotel where you were, Sam, again.
My second scene.
Do you want to explain it? This is you.
Oh, it's a great scene. So on the run, Pamela and Hannah are sick of each other, but they agreed that they just need to survive for the night. So they stay at this place called the Mr. McGarricles, and Mrs. and Mr. McGarricle are there, living their very unhappy marriage out, working as an inn. And their Xander and Pamela, not Xander, Hannah and Pamela go there and stay, and keep their position on the wraps. But soon the heavies follow them to the place. But luckily, Mrs. McGarricle keeps that their secret is under wraps, and she doesn't tell them that they're there. And whilst the heavies are there, Pamela learns that she's actually, Hannah's telling the truth. He's not actually a murderer. He's really running from his agency. And that's their big kind of, get together moment, that oh yeah, he's not lying. And that's the big turnaround for the play where Hannah's luck goes for the better. And then I say I and gnaw a lot, and it's one of my favorite scenes.
And Pamela gets out of the handcuffs, finds out that Richard Hannay isn't who he's been saying he was, which is an innocent person that he was framed for murder, and that knows a bunch of stuff about the secret of London's air defence getting spoiled to Germany. And then they go to the London Palladium, where Mr. Memory is there. Mr. Memory was at the very start of the play. I also forgot to mention him. He's this guy who can just remember stuff. He's crazy. He remembers 50 new facts a day or something. Yeah, 50 new facts a day. Commits them to his memory, and he's offering his brain to a museum once he dies, I think. And basically, Mr. Jordan is there, and the police are there, the heavies are there, Richard and Pamela are there, and then we find out that Mr. Memory had the secret of the 39 steps, which was the big secret, the air defense secret. And Mr. Jordan shoots Mr. Memory. And then Mr. Memory dies. And then Pamela and Richard, they don't get together, but then it's just like a false hope for the audience, and then they get together in the end. The final scene is them. It's quite cringy. It's like bittersweet, you know. It's a nice ending.
Well, it's
cringy. It's heartwarming. Jeez. It's really a once upon a time ending.
Well, there you go for everyone listening. That's what the show would have been, but
that is all 39 of the
I guess
steps.
you really had to be there to see it.
Very bastardized, I have to say.
If you count every one of those moments up, it equals 39.
There's in fact 39 scenes. Don't check the script.
It goes for 39 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
What? My God.
Checks up.
Anyway, thanks for that. Stay tuned because we'll be acting out a scene at the end of the episode.
But
look forward to that.
I guess, unfortunately, the 39 steps, you never got to climb up them on stage in front of everyone, which is a shame. But I guess a production you guys did get to do, what would you say was your favourite production that you've ever been a part of at Melbourne Grammar? Since this would have been your last one.
Well, I guess we'll start with Sam because he's only been in one.
That's a common misconception. If Mr. Jackman is ever watching this, just letting him know I've actually been in 5 productions throughout the entirety of MGS. So my favourite play that I ever played in, and it's probably Xander's as well, is The Importance of Being Earnest, which we did in Year 9, and Xander and I both had the lead roles, and it was probably the most work we had to do. There was so many lines. So we both played the leads, and I played Ernest, and Xander also played Ernest. It's a bit complex. Technically, I played Algernon, and Xander played Jack
Ernest.
Or Ernest, as he likes to say. There is a
Which one of you played Importance?
Yeah, well, there was an overall sense of importance throughout the play. So it was with
Clayton was great. He was great in that.
Yeah, peace to Jack Clayton wherever he is. Hope he's doing great.
Jay Clayton, we miss you, dog. Miss you.
If he's watching the podcast or anything, just say I miss you, mate. When you walked out of the maths exam, that was
You're
thing.
the best reverend I've ever seen. You know. That was a good play. You were great in that, Sam.
Oh, Xander, you were even better.
Yeah, you guys missed out. Sam was awesome in that. Hilarious.
No, it was great.
But Sam, what about your first play, Two Gentlemen of Verona?
Yeah, so I did that in Year 12, which is quite a paradox.
Your first one ever.
The first ever play, of course, yes.
That was a good play. The club play is always a lot of fun.
It was your first one. How would you?
Yeah, know? It was. Oh, well, you know, there was not a lot to compare it to.
Well, I guess something interesting is so of course you've got the August production, which is in the Mem Hall, and then you've got the quad play. How do the preparations sort of differ between those two?
Xander, do you want to talk about?
Well, the quad play, you know, you don't have as much time, so you get given a script. You do about 2 rehearsals before the end of school. Before summer holidays, you get given your script, you get given your roles, you learn your lines over the holidays, and then you do 1 week of rehearsing, and basically learn the whole play
your lines
in a
over
week.
the holidays.
Yeah, learn your lines in like the last 2 weeks of rehearsal, and then you perform it in the quad. Whereas you have like 3 months to do the August production, and you have ages to learn your lines, and it's very professional. I would say. I feel like it's because it has a lot more time than the quad play does, and it's probably got a bigger budget, I would say, as well.
It's a lot more polished.
So it's the biggest, it's the big play of the year. So
yeah, August has a lot more effects and lights and stuff.
In the August production, does the microphones usually work in that one, or
depends who's manning?
Depends who's on them. If you've got Harvey Mariner on sound, as you usually do. No, I was originally on cues. Leo Chen was on sound this year. I wouldn't trust him with a mic, so let's say no.
Yes, it just depends on how capable. So if you had someone as capable as Evan, then like the show's not working.
It would have been fine, in good hands. That's why I was co-stage manager.
Co-stage manager. Good role.
You're really living up to that, huh?
I did lots.
But Shakespeare's really hard to do because not everyone knows exactly what they're saying in some scenes, and that can really show depending on who you're acting. Flynn.
No.
That is the second time
he
Flynn has been slandered on this podcast. My God.
Did Alex Ross slander him as well?
Yeah, Alex Ross slandered him in the hockey episode.
Poor Flynn. No, Flynn did great.
Poor Flynn.
Flynn had a lot of lines that play as well. And for him to know what he was saying in every single scene is just very unreasonable.
He knew every single line. He did not stuff up once. The whole 3 nights.
Really?
Flynn,
I was following the script the entire time. It was totally in order the whole way through.
In fact, I think we all know where he's going in the future. So we'll see you on the big screen.
Flynn, for every mess up, Flynn's done a great save. He did a great save during our ensemble that we did.
He actually dropped out of the August this year.
Oh,
yeah. He was too busy.
I believe there was someone else who dropped out of the August, but
Sam Negri was also
back.
dropping out. Yeah.
But made a return.
Yeah,
Sam.
This isn't the first time Sam's dropped out of plays and made a return in year 8.
How many times have you stuffed up marking?
I think he didn't come back for that one because first play was this year. So.
Yeah, so I've had my lead roles robbed from me throughout my entire acting career. It's been quite sad. No.
Yeah.
But
okay, well, Crofter wouldn't.
No, Crofter wasn't a lead role, but it was like it was the big 3, wasn't it? It was
it was one of the 3.
It was one of the 3.
One of the 2, I would say.
One of the 2. No.
I guess on the topic of plays and first plays, Negri, of course that was your first play this year, but I guess for Xander, where are the future ambitions? Are you thinking of going into theatre? And for Sam, what about Ziggy? Where's Ziggy going?
Sam, also for your future aspirations, I heard that you want to become a bit of a master chef, Sam.
I'm about to die, by
true?
the way, guys. Not going to lie.
Why don't we start off with Xander, talking about his acting?
Xander, I heard someone told me that you wanted to go to Juilliard. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I think so.
He's got the hoodie and everything. He wears it to every single drama class.
Whoa! Every second
drama class. My bad.
No. I wanted to go to Juilliard, but in year 10, because I went there and I wanted to go. I love acting, so I want to pursue acting in the future. It's the best acting school in the world, so why not go for it? But then because of COVID, it's become a bit hard. So I'd rather just apply for somewhere in Melbourne, stay in Australia for a bit.
Oh, that
do that. Yeah. And
Sam,
Ziggy, I think probably would have a.
Yeah, what about Ziggy?
Ziggy's a little better at acting, so I heard that you wanted to go to a different career, like cooking or something.
For those who don't know, Ziggy is Sam's dog, by the way, who was in Two Gentlemen.
Who was in the quad play,
and Sam was in that one too, I guess. But Sam,
Ziggy did a little better, I reckon.
The actual name of those scenes was Ziggy.
Ziggy.
Like every scene.
Ziggy was actually casted first before me, and then they
So you know what?
I guess we gotta have Sam because we got a good dog cast.
Yeah. But yeah, we looked into Ziggy acting, but it was a 5-year course, and Ziggy's only going to live for another 2 years, so we just decided not to.
Oh, Jesus. That's a bit morbid. My God.
Yeah, I know. So I don't know. We just decided against it.
But obviously, you're getting into cooking, Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard something. You're going to become a bit of a master chef. Putting some wizardry on the plate.
Putting some amazing things on the plate.
Why don't we move on to Xander's favourite play that he ever did?
I'm about to die anyway, so I probably won't be here much longer. Unless I charge my computer and get rid of the mic.
Quick.
But no one wants that. Everyone likes a nice microphone.
The nice microphone's good.
Okay. My favourite play was the 39 Steps, I think. Even though we didn't get it before, I still think it was my favorite.
Yeah.
It was a challenge. It was. I got given a very big role, and it was a challenge to balance it with VCE. And I was devastated that we couldn't do it, but I still learnt so much from doing it. I loved working with Brady. Me and Brady are quite close. As I'm the theatre captain this year, and we do a lot of work together. But we put a lot of work in. Like, I'd been to every rehearsal with him for about the last 2 months, and put so much effort into my character, and then I got cancelled. So, but it was still I still think my favourite play to do.
Well,
And it was a great cast. Sam can agree. The cast was great for it. We had a great corporate culture at the 39 Steps production.
All right, well, we do get to, show it in front of the audience of whoever's listening to this, because if your computer's about to die, I guess we'll finish up on acting out one of the scenes that you two shared.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if you remember your lines there.
I'll give it a good old shot. I'll improvise if I don't. How about that?
Yeah, it's the one, where you get found, the one where it starts with, darling, how lovely to see you. For the record, Freddie and I will be playing the two other roles that were supposed to be in that scene.
Are you going to act
Policeman 1?
Freddie is Policeman 1, who's supposed to be played by Tom Cuming. And I'll be Pamela. So,
I can do the narration as well if you'd like.
No, it's fine. We'll just, we'll act. Get in the zone, Freddie. Come on.
All right. Should we
kick us off, Xander?
Kick us off.
Yeah, sorry, my mom just came in. Okay. So could you give me a prompt first? Oh, sorry.
So it's like you start with a darling.
Oh, darling, how lovely to see you.
Policeman 1, this is your line. Come on.
I'm not Policeman 1.
Come on,
Policeman
bro. No, it's Freddie.
Stop. I was about to say my line, Negri, but you interrupted me. Thank you. Of course.
Guys, come on, keep professional with acting.
You're
not doing very well for your second place, Sam.
Freddie.
Someone having a free lunch in there.
And a free pudding too. I wouldn't wonder.
I'm so terribly sorry, but I had to do it. I was desperate. My name's Richard Hannay. They're after me for murder. I promise you I didn't do it. I swear I'm innocent. You've got to keep me free for the next few days. You see, the safety of this country depends upon it.
So sorry to disturb you, but have either of you seen a man passing in the last few minutes? His name is Richard Hannay.
This is the man you want, Inspector?
But we came by just now and saw you both. Well,
He pushed in here and forced himself upon me. His name is Richard Hannay.
Is your name Richard Hannay?
Certainly not.
Oh, this attractive young lady clearly stated. Oh, after him, Constable!
Right, sir. We're on the 4th bridge, sir.
I can see that, Constable. Grab him, man.
Very good, sir.
Can I help?
Not right now, miss.
I'll stand here then.
All right, miss. Very good, miss. That's the line.
Just a thought.
Yes, miss.
What about the communication cord?
Good idea, miss.
Shall I pull it?
No, best if I do, miss.
Right-ho.
Pull into the communication cord now.
No, sir, not the communication.
No, and then slow mo.
And that's the scene.
Wow.
That's a wrap.
Oh my god.
Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant acting.
No, I said about
I loved Xander's 2 lines in that entire thing.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
That was fantastic.
The best scene for me. You could on Crofter.
Yeah, we chose the one where Xander says 3 words, and Xander's getting harassed right now.
Yeah.
On that note, we'll finish it off. Thanks for listening to the MGS COVIDcast.
Thank you very much for coming along.
Thanks to our 2 guests for coming on, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything you guys would like to say before we head off?
I know we got Xander. I know we couldn't get Ziggy, but I guess Sam was alright too. But,
yeah. I'm glad we're locked down.
We'll wrap it up here, I guess.
I'm joking,
But Ziggy's however.
All right, Xander, say it to my face next time. Just a big thanks to everyone who did the 39 steps. They put so much effort into it, and everyone was so brilliant about it, learning their lines throughout lockdown, getting it all together, learning dance moves, all that crap. It was just amazing. It was a shame that we didn't get to perform in an August production, but
one day
it was
maybe.
Just truly brilliant that we got to come across on.
They do say the second play is the best, so hopefully you get that, Sam.
Special thanks to Mr. Brady for putting so much effort into it, and to Miss Kennedy. Not Miss Kennedy. Who was the Oh,
Miss Kelly.
I've dug myself a hole, haven't I?
Oh, no.
Miss Kelly?
Miss Kelly.
Miss Kelly.
Miss Kelly for organising everything. Yeah, Miss Kelly.
Yeah, she was great.
No, they did such
Shout
a
out
great
to
job.
Miss Kelly.
Oh, and
to D.
Mr. Lucas.
Shout out to Mr. Lucas,
yeah.
Sam Lucas. What an amazing person,
dude. He designed the entire set. He was there every day.
My God, good on him.
Arts and craft and all. It was amazing. No, so yeah.
We're excited
Just
to
thanks to
see
them.
Freddie and Evan
Yeah,
play
effort is
one
not
day.
for
That's what I'm
naught.
excited for. I'd pay to see Freddie actually play. I think it'd be hilarious.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that was our
Actually,
audition tape right there.
We did see
we'll send that to
Theatre Sports
Mr. Brady.
We were the worst theatre
No,
sports
you
Oh,
fans.
no. Well, on that note, thank you for listening to COVIDcast. Thanks to Sam and Xander for coming along. And I guess Sam for filling in for Ziggy, who couldn't be here. It was our first choice. But thank you very much, and we'll see you Wednesday with another episode.
See you guys. Thank you.